Hi, everybody. Welcome to Why Now Stories. With races canceled, group training on hold, and post-workout brunches on the back burner, why are you still out there? Welcome to episode one.
Number one. One.
Yeah, not two, one.
One.
Episode one. All right, Eric, who do we have today?
We've got Jenn Arstikatis.
Ooh, I'm glad you said her name. I would not have done very well with that.
It took me a little bit to kind of get to figure it out.
But there she is, Jenn. So
Yes,
tell
yes.
me about her. Let's hear about her.
So Jenn is a former triathlete. Well, I guess she never really former, but she was a triathlete in when I knew her at the beginning, and she's come over to the dirty side and now a trail runner. Yay! So yes, so she's come over this side because life is better on the trails. But it's no, because the fewer injuries, it was a way to kind of get back into doing something. Obviously, the connection with nature that we both know for sure with that. So yeah, so that's today is our focus is on Jenn.
Awesome. Okay, so let's move into talking about why Jenn does what she does and what she's into and sort of what was her jam before, and then let's hear about her why now. So talk to me about what really got Jenn going in the beginning of her athletic career.
So Jenn's original why was, it was motivation. It was to meet amazing people. It was to kind of hang out in new areas. Her trail running team is called the Windings, the Winding Trailmates.
Like winding.
Like wine, yes.
Ah, okay. Well,
Yes.
well
Like the
played.
winding cheese, yes, exactly.
Great.
So, she enjoyed exploring new areas in the city, out in the country. So, all the Halton area, North Toronto, wherever it happened to have been. And obviously one of the goals was to stay healthy and kind of live that prolonged life that many of us want, without having to, walk around with a cane or, feel the aches and pains. So kind of age gracefully.
Beautiful. Yeah, for sure. And that's a great picture from one of the Five Peaks events.
That was Five Peaks Kelso, and I believe that was last year.
Amazing. Yeah, coming down that hill there. That's great.
Yeah, that's the last 500 meters.
Yeah.
600 meters of the race.
Yeah.
It's all downhill, twisty winding.
Yes, it feels good. I remember that part. That's a great part. I'm glad she shared that picture.
Doesn't feel good after 21K though.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I've been there for the 21 as well, so I know what you're talking about. But you're almost to the end, so it does feel good because you know it's almost over. So, okay. So those things are amazing, and right away I noticed it's about people, it's about places, it's about goals, and those are a lot of the things that aren't happening right now. She's not getting to do her winding trails group, and she won't be exploring probably a lot of new areas. So let's talk about her why now. Why is Jenn still out there? Why is she still up to her training?
Jenn is now, her now is a little bit different. It's the well-being. It's the mental and the physical, keeping healthy. It's the still trying to find ways of getting out, but unfortunately, she's a downtown girl, and she enjoys being out in the country. Unfortunately, that's not really possible. As most of us know, downtown Toronto is the concrete place.
Right.
So she's been trying to find, some places, not really a lot available. The parks are closed, the cemeteries are closed. So it's been a lot of sidewalk running for her. At least now she's still getting out. She's getting that fresh air. So that's really kind of helping. But which is kind of really fun and frustrating is that physical and social distancing is like, how do you kind of get a maneuver around all these people?
Right.
So that's been a new fun-filled challenge, trying to set up, the new goal is, okay, got to get out of the house earlier or go out later, trying to avoid that sweet spot of 9 to 5, 9 to 6 p.m. where everybody seems to be out. People are still working, people in and after work, everybody's obviously got time for family and stuff like that. So
Everybody's Strava's maps are starting to look like this as you dodge a person and then you dodge another person and then you dodge another person. So we're getting extra mileage actually by achieving the social distancing.
exactly, so this is a great endurance event
Yes.
in so many ways. So yeah, so she's working on keeping her sanity. That's been one of the big ones for her. And getting the legs moving, getting the heart moving, and kind of looking forward to new goals for 2021. That's really kind of what's kind of keeping her going. It's like a lot of us, it's like, okay, 2020, it's a write-off, see you later. I'm just going to spend a lot of time training.
Yeah.
No heavy duty training necessarily, but that's kind of what a lot of us are kind of going with.
Yeah, and it's going to be really interesting to hear the different stories and what training does look like for everybody. Because I know that some people are coming up with their own goals. There's a lot of virtual races right now, and I see that Jenn's got accomplishment as one of the things that matters to her right now, and that is defined by each of us unto ourselves. So, what does an accomplishment feel like to the individual athlete when they're on their own by themselves, away from Strava, away from Instagram, away from races? And I think it's really great. I think what Jenn's shared about what her why now is, a lot of folks are going to be able to relate to those ideas of physical and mental well-being, being outside, moving your body, and feeling accomplished. I think those are really great. So it's exciting.
For me, I've got to get out of the house.
Yes.
For the marriage, I need to go.
Yeah, you may feel the need to go, and others who live with you may feel the need to go. So
exactly. Yeah.
Amazing. So I was going to ask what's her next, what's keeping her eye on the prize and what's keeping her moving forward. And it really is, tell us about it. It really is about that next season.
It is. It's that 2021. That's kind of eye on the prize for her. It's kind of put some mileage in, keep that strength going, keep that cross training, and let's just get strong for 2021. There's nothing we can do about 2020. There's no point in sulking about it anymore. Right. we had our window of sulking. That's it. We all have to stop now.
And it's really great that you bring that up, because there really are those phases of grief that everyone's been going through with this process, right? It took a lot to come to terms with it, to accept the loss of some really big goals, and especially when you've been putting in a tremendous amount of work. And I noticed that some folks are deciding to, again, create some goal of their own to really express that fitness. And others are saying, okay, this is a great opportunity for me to pull back a bit, hit the strength training hard, come cross training, really get in those things that I neglect during other training periods, because we now have this really prolonged base block kind of that we can play with. Which is really fun.
And if anybody walks out of 2020 without a base, something went really wrong.
Right. But if you're taking a break and you're sitting on the couch and you're not quite in acceptance yet, we're okay with that. We'll get you there.
That's it. Exactly. And there's still October, November, potentially September. September's starting to get a little iffy, but
yeah, it's a dicey.
But maybe something October, November, December.
Who knows?
Go through racing in February. Come on. A great little event.
Well, you know what? I think what's so great is, regardless of whether that happens or not, the athletes we're going to be showcasing are really finding ways to find the beauty and the fun, regardless of what happens. So yeah. And Jenn clearly embodies that, and I'm really excited to meet her. She sounds like a lot of fun. So
she is. She's a ton of fun.
Great. Amazing. Any more pictures left? Because I know that you've got quite the sassy background there. Okay. So it's one of Jenn's.
It's one of Jenn's. I love this picture. And I found out that it is, where is it? Off West Vancouver. So on one of her secret trails that her friends invited her to, one of her trips out there, whenever it was, over the past few years, I think.
Amazing.
So I saw this and I was like, ooh, stealing.
Yes. That's a beautiful background.
May not know, and well, that's her problem if she has an issue.
I highly doubt she has an issue. Yeah.
No, it really is. It's gorgeous.
That's amazing. Great. Well, thanks for introducing us to Jenn. She's amazing. I'm so pleased that she's got a great why and a great why now, and I look forward to watching her achieve her goals in 2021.
Oh yeah. No, I think she definitely will, and I think she's got some big ones lining up. So yeah.
Awesome. All right.
All righty. We'll see everybody for episode 2 at some point soon.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
was episode 1. Woo-hoo.
Yay. Only
Our
one.
first one, or not 2, 1, our first one.
There we go.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Remember, send us your stories, hook us up with your pictures. We want to know your why now, and we want to showcase you for our amazing community.
Exactly. And make sure you have more pictures like this so I can steal them. I mean, borrow them.
Borrow them.
Yes.
Borrow them.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Eric.
See ya.
See ya.